It's election time, the time of year where you, yes, this is you, go to your local polling station and vote. Or post it
If you're one of those fancy postal vote people.
Should your chosen person be elected, it is your job as a member of their constituency to hold them to account, respectfully. Some of you may be voting for the first time, and some may be voting for the 100th. Regardless, this video should take you through some of the basic do's and don'ts regarding voting in this election. First of all, if you are of or over the age of 18, make sure you are registered to vote. The last day you can register to vote in the election is available on the government website, so make sure you register to vote ASAP. Here's the link. Pause the video and do it now if you need to, or come back here later. It's important, quick and simple. I will also put a link in the description. You can also register to vote by post or proxy. Voting by proxy allows someone else to go to the polling station on the day and vote on your behalf, whereas a postal vote will allow you to vote early and get it done with sooner. Both mean that you don't have to go to the polling station yourself on voting day, but if you miss the deadline for postal votes, you can go to a polling station in your town and hand your postal vote to the polling clerk or presiding officer there. They'll usually be the one sat behind the desk. Now, before you vote, there's one crucial step that every voter should undertake. Read the manifesto, also available on computer, smartphone and probably some smart TVs. These are the promises that the candidate has made to you, the voter. It is what they have promised to do for you if they are elected. It may be a good idea to skim previous manifestos too, to see what promises they have or haven't delivered on in the past. On the day, if you are a regular voter, you should grab your polling card and head to the polling station designated on the card. If you're a postal voter that missed the postal vote deadline, you can just grab your correctly sealed and completed postal vote envelope and head to a polling station in your town and hand it in there. They are open from 7 AM to 10 PM. You don't need your polling card, but it will make everyone's lives a whole lot easier. This isn't a normal voting card, but yours should look something like this, with one of the addresses on this side not being yours. That is where you need to go to vote. When you get there, there may be one or more people outside asking questions. You don't need to talk to them. You don't really even need to acknowledge that they exist. They're not part of the official process. Just keep walking, queuing, or whatever you were doing before they started talking to you, if you want to. They're doing a valuable job there, collecting data and information on behalf of the candidates or their party. Once you get inside, there will be 2 people sat at a desk, or 4 people sat at 2 desks. One is the polling clerk and one is the presiding officer. Here is where having your polling card will make everyone's lives easier. If you don't have your polling card, they will need you to tell them your name and the first line of your address to help them find you in their register of voters that are eligible to vote at that polling station. This will take time. You should give your address first, it helps a little. If you have your polling card, handing it to them will allow them to use that magical number to find you much quicker and easier in their register. Regardless of whether or not you have your polling card, they will need you to declare your name and address. Don't ask me why, them's the rules. Once you've declared your details, you'll be handed a ballot paper, voting paper, chit, whichever you decide to call it, and allowed to use the voting booth. Here you'll be supplied with a pencil, but you may take your own pen if you so desire. Mark the candidate's box that you want to vote for clearly with a cross. Remember, this is your vote, not anybody else's. You are voting for the candidate who will go on to represent you in the Houses of Parliament. So choose wisely. Once you have marked your ballot paper, you may fold it once, as many times as you want, or not at all. It's completely up to you how you fold or don't fold it, just as long as you remember to slide it into the slot on the ballot box before you leave. This is extremely important. You don't want all of the effort you put into marking the ballot paper to go to waste now, do you? After that, you may go and do as you please after leaving the polling station quietly and respectfully. Some final key do's and don'ts for the day. Do remember to register to vote. If you haven't already, this is your right. Use it. No vote, no say. Remember, the last day to register to vote comes quicker than you think, so you'll want to get on it fast. Do read the manifesto. The news is nice, but the manifesto comes straight from the horse's mouth. Do hold them to account. These are your elected representatives. Don't vote on anyone else's behalf unless you are registered to do so. It's illegal, so don't. Don't tell anyone you don't want to tell who you are voting for. That information belongs to you and should be kept private if you want it to be. Don't use your phone in the polling station. Naughty naughty. Don't talk to anyone inside the voting booth area. It's not a social club, it can wait. Don't hand your ballot paper to anyone. Get it, mark it, folder knot it, and submit it.
Job done!